Hello, welcome to another Empire episode, I guess. But please consider this more of a preview for Gotrek and Felix and just dipping our toes into Balthazar Gelt. I wanted to play him because I enjoy his character. I enjoy the raining fucking meteors down on people. But it's more of a show and tell about finally getting the Gotrek and Felix mod working after much anticipation. After that, we're not really using this playthrough. We have a ton more to come. I'll play him again maybe with Thrones of Decay because I have a feeling he will be updated, as will all Empire, and it will give me a little bit of an incentive to play him yet again. We have some really good battles this episode. Actually, the vast majority of this episode is battles and strategy compared to the last episode of Empire. I really didn't auto resolve here. I think maybe 3, 4 auto resolves, like at least an equal amount of auto resolves and battles. You gotta love to see it. We're just gonna get a heavy front line set up here, classic Empire, the staunch line of spearmen, and then we'll get Gelt and our commander set up, our horsemen to go harass. It is really just a lot of fun to play Empire, but I am not the best, nor will I ever be the best at a lot of these different factions and characters. I'm a Skaven, heavy artillery. I'm a dwarf. I've played so many of these classes, so many of these different factions that I'm pretty fucking good at all of them. But I don't know. I have to get used to them. And at this point, I had started playing some other games, and this was after like a week-long break, so we're iffy on it. I don't think I did poorly at all, and I think I was fully used to it. But I didn't end up going into the long haul. Oh, it's the 2-minute mark. Now, I've never really done this before, nor am I going to intend to. But 2 minutes is around when I only have like 5% retention. So this is not me begging or anything, but if you're enjoying the stuff, I don't know, give it some love. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to specify or put words into your mouth, anything. It means the world to me. And I always have that segment at the end of videos where I give thanks and positive affirmations. And I don't know, I just wanted to mention that earlier in the video at some point, just because the 3 people that see the end of the video, well, I much appreciate them seeing it. I wanted to give a chance for to show you guys I am really thankful for you guys. I do love that you guys watch what I put out there. It means the world to me. Numbers truly don't matter. The fact that anyone watches what I put out there and enjoys it fills my heart with joy. It's what I've dreamed of since I was young, and this hobby means the world to me more than you can ever know. I've mentioned it a lot at the end of the videos, but it's filled me with so much confidence, and it's genuinely improved my quality of life. So I just can't express thanks enough. And the fact that I even have the confidence or willingness to be like, well, if you guys like it, do that stuff. That's more a show of me feeling comfortable and having confidence in anything else. Because I know that's something I get told to do every video by people. Because I have family that think they're YouTube pros, and they're just like, hey, you remember you have to ask for subscribers. I'm like, you know what, I'll do it every once in a while, but I'm not going to do it often. And YouTube groups and communities and stuff are always, what's it called? SEO, like search engine optimization. I'm just here as a hobby. It gives me confidence. I love doing it. I love making videos. I want to thank you guys for watching them. It means the world to me that so many people tune in and get to enjoy my funny little romps through fucking the Empire, the Border Princes, all this stuff. I genuinely, it's unbelievable, and I will never be more thankful. And I think that's just something I'll always express. I don't mean to get deep or cheesy, but thank you guys as always. Yep, we're just going to keep raining back to the game. We're going to keep raining fire on these guys. It's not going to be much strategy, us hunting them down, getting them broken due to army. If you guys hear any discomfort or anything from me, I slipped a disc today. Some dummy at the gym uh, laid the 100-pound plates flat on the floor, and they're pretty uncomfortable to get up. And my back literally went like, and don't worry, I'm like going to the doctor. But then he laughed at me. I'm like, oh my god, I was in pain. I was hobbling around, finishing my workout. That dude chuckled at me. I was like, grah, grating my teeth. So if you guys hear like me breathy or anything, it's my bad. I apologize. My bad. Had to end that last take. I had like a minute more, but half of it was me going, sounding like a fucking old man. Dude, I rolled my hip wrong onto my chair. I'm sitting on like a little pretty princess pillow. I'm chilling right now. Either way, though, let me sit up. We've got a couple more battles to perform. Shouldn't be that bad. Honestly, I'm looking at our power scale, and sometimes I wonder who starts off at the number one slot. Cause that confuses me a bit. It's probably like Archeon or somebody. Maybe maybe Maulus Darkblade. I don't know. Somebody with overwhelming starting power would have to be my guess. Outside of that, we just gotta set up yet another classic strategy. I got handgunners now. I got the in between battle. I really like them as a starting before the blunderbusses, as like a starting ranged unit. They just fire pretty fast, and they can fire while moving if you put them on skirmish. And it can just be really useful to have a because they're AP. I think all bullets are AP, or at least they're straight shooting non-arc projectiles, and they hit harder than an arrow. I'm sorry, getting hit with a fucking tin ball is gonna fuck me up more than a crossbow shaft. Actually, a crossbow maybe not, than an arrow shaft, but you know, a rocket propelled, fucking explosion propelled little pebble is gonna absolutely fuck me up like David and Goliath. Either way, I do genuinely really enjoy just using solid front line. I lost my train of thought, but I got it back. Don't worry, I retrieved the lost thought. But I really do enjoy this, having such a solid front line. And that's one of my favorite things I love about the Empire, is the swordsman and the shielded spearmen. While not perfect, not the best units ever, they are absolutely some of the most wonderful, staunch lines. Outside of like hard elven lines of infantry, these are some of the best. And then you have some of the best supporting ranged units and some of the best cavalry. And it's just really a combo to be desired, because it's well rounded. It's great. I do greatly enjoy it, and I've never had issues with it. I'm honestly hoping for this update they'll introduce like regiments of renown for each knight chapter, and then like the Marienburg, all these different cool little things, some more artillery. Just so much stuff that I could probably beg and yearn for from this new update. I know it's probably not gonna happen, but it really is something that I'm like, this is what I want, this is why I want it, yada yada yada. I don't think that's gonna go away. In the long term, I am hoping this game can rival some of what the modders can do, because there's like a Marienburg mod. There's like all these different mods, and they're really underperforming. We're attacking the same army a second time. I just edited out the useless shit between them. We're just hunting them down. They retreated. We're not going to let them do that. We're going to absolutely beat the fucking cheeks off of them. And it's the same map. We both have taken the same damage. We took a lot of damage, but we are really going to destroy them. Especially with this meteor shower thing. It's an absolute beast mode. I do, like, genuinely really enjoy it as a spell. Like, it's way too fucking much. especially with how much you can spam it, like every 20 seconds. That's absolutely insane. And then he's just an absolute goat. And his captain, he's a goat too. Let's not fucking lie. His captain hero, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not like a custom hero or like a legendary hero, but he's an absolute beast. Starting off with a little hero like that who you can level up and just can do some damage to outclass a generic melee lord sometimes. It's worth the trouble. That's all I'm saying. What's up, gamers? My cat has actually stolen, brutal criminal, my chair. So I'm actually here on my knees on the floor, sitting here like a little idiot. Now, this is probably what's best for me, as I am suffering, dying even, some would say. No, my hip is fucking killing me. I do love these little orcs. They're breaking pretty easily. I mean, they're not leveled up. They don't have a good lord. I feel like legendary lords are just pretty OP. Like, I mean, that's not a overly intrusive or like unpopular opinion to say, because I'm not saying like, oh, legendary lords are bad. They're just powerful. Like, I think they give you a base leadership buff compared to others. It's all this stuff, but you get another level. Have I ever done this? 1 second. I have gotten other level 50 lords. Usually my legendary lord gets level 50 pretty quickly. I have gone for complete domination as fuck, I'm not gonna remember who they are. Thorgrim's Expedition, I think. Warhammer 2. It was either Immortal Empires or Vortex, but I'd beaten the campaign and kept playing. You'd think that was the case. Easy mode, duh. I just completely expanded through the world, and every other province pretty much I had a basic minor army to like, you know, control bonuses and stuff, and then otherwise I had these huge like Iron Drake, Gyrocopter, beautiful armies, each one with one regiment of renown. I remember this very well. Each one with one regiment of renown, and then 5 more of whatever that regiment was. Let's go take this castle. Let's keep pushing down here south. I mean, we need to go against the ogres, which was my intention. So yeah, so like, let's say there's those... Ooh, Gotrek and Felix. Let's recruit a lord, get Gotrek and Felix. There's these regiments of renown. You're gonna actually see that next episode. There's like a minor one with blasting charges, so I had like 5 more of those. And there's a regiment of renown grudge throwers, so I had 5 grudge throwers. And then the rest of the army was essentially made up of Iron Drakes and Gyro Bombers and stuff. It was pretty badass. I really did fucking enjoy it. Probably one of, if not the best campaign ever. It was like my first full campaign. Well, I started with Lizardmen and then I played them. We got Gotrek and Felix. I'm going to investigate them a little bit. Let's look at this. Well, I'm going to get them some troops first, but we get them for 30 turns. That will not always be the case. I haven't modded it yet, but I fully intend to mod them. And look at this. They're cool. They can level up. They have these cool magical weapons. They're actually lore accurate, as he has his star metal rune axe of what, like, yeah, rune axe of Godric. It's fucking made of like star metal. It's badass. It's anti-chaos. He's a little bit of a beast. And then Felix gives him ward save, and I think that's pretty fucking accurate. I do really love their combo. I'm so glad I have this DLC now. It means the fucking world to me. We actually just captured this settlement, not even to keep it. I just wanted to trade it to force a military alliance with the dwarves. I've actually done this every single time I have played Bethazargeld, even back in Warhammer 2. I forced this alliance, and just for the rest of the game, they pretty much stay your military alliance. They have no reason not to. I mean, you're not doing anything to piss them off. It is so fucking worth it. You keep a good ally. As long as you agree to do whatever wars they want you to do, you are consistently just absolute beast. It's completely worth it. I don't think there's a case I've ever regretted it. I mean, it's a pretty good capital. What? Oh no, 1,000 gold a turn maybe. So rough. I mean, if you took the rest of their province, probably way more. But they need that province to survive, and keeping them as an ally means they will not come and kill you. I'm pretty sure they need Carrick 8 Peaks. I think on my last Balthazar Gelt run in Warhammer 2, I actually gave them a bunch of settlements over to Carrick 8 Peaks. Wait, no, it couldn't have been Warhammer 2, could it? Because they don't have settlement trading. I think it was my Warhammer 3 runs before because I did like, what am I might be remembering a YouTube thing. What the fuck am I on about? I was just practicing the martial art of bullshido. What the fuck just happened? We had to restart that one. I didn't like the way I pushed it. But we got to charge on in here. We're going to send Gotrek and Felix pretty roughly into them. We're going to see if they'll attempt to make a push. Doesn't really matter if they do or don't. We'll just buff up Gotrek and head on in here ourselves. And it's not going to be a battle we're going to lose at all. I mean, even if they cycle charged us, whatever they do, I am not going to, like, assume I'm gonna lose this. This is an absolute beast of a battle. You gotta fucking love this. It's one of my favorite. Look at him. He's cutting down a guy every attack. I wish he had area attacks, because that would be more canon to Gotrek. Because every time they're describing him in a swath, like a big battle, they'll be like, let me put on my Felix Jaeger voice. With a sweep of his great axe, and then he'll go faintly sensually into, like, his arm as thick as a tree trunk, these great sinews flexing underneath the surface. They'll say like that, and it'll be like, and with the sweep of his great axe, blood soon splattered his orange crest of hair, and the gold jewelry hanging from his nose to his ear, as he cut 2 to 3, like, 2 bodies in half, and they fell apart in separate. They'll say some shit like that, and it's like, that's the shit that makes me love Gotrek and Felix, because they know how to balance, like, oh, this is story, this is what we're doing right now, with, like, oh, this is, you know, this is the badass fucking fighting whatever. I will always absolutely love that. We're actually gonna come in here and get another good battle. It's gonna be absolutely worth it, where I pretty much fuck this dude up. We've got Gotrek and Felix. We've got Balthazar Gelt. This is essentially like a Gotrek and Felix story, because Balthazar started off with his base territory. There was orc troubles. Gotrek and Felix would have made their way to that territory, having heard about, you know, greenskins attacking the great barrier between the border princes and the empire, and Felix would have insisted. And then Balthazar would have been like, oh, I'm leading a great campaign, come with me. The ogres have actually set up shop in the border princes, and they're eating all trade caravans between us and Araby or something, or us and Carrick 8 Peaks. And I need you two with my you know, loyal dwarf alliances. I must call upon you as a Oathbreaker, blah blah blah. Like, he's a wizard. He's gonna, like, say something vaguely silly. I don't know, I absolutely stammered out some words, but he's gonna say something vaguely aristocratic, erotic, you know, romantic language that is like the deep, noble accent, and then they would join with them. And there's battles like this that I have written in my script. Like, let's just go through this, because I kind of like writing out stories. Like this one, Balthazar had headed forward and left Godric and Felix with, a regiment to defend a camp, and the ogres had pushed forward, and Godric and Felix led a charge into the flank of the approaching army and were ambushed in the woods by a great ogre mercenary that they had to cut down with just a group of handgunners that narrowly avoided shooting them each time, and they stayed to fight off a swath of great ogre warriors and their fat, blubberous chieftain to hold the line to allow Balthazar Gelt's flanks to remain intact. Like that's what I have written for that. I know it's not that thing, but that's like my aspiration in the future of these videos is to maybe do like stories. I think that'd be really cool. Like purposefully, once I get better at like modding and stuff, like very purposefully doing story campaigns, because I love like scenes like this where you find an area, you're like holding a ridge and you're doing all this and all that. It's lovely, and I really can't argue with like how great this game makes me fucking feel. Like it's plain and simple. It's very cinematic, it's very great. I do love it, like absolutely. I just laid on the floor for like 10 fucking minutes between takes, dude. I'm down there like, oh, I'm gonna roll over now. No, I'm not. Fucking, I'm dying a little bit, dude. I'm not doing too well, am I? I'm gonna end this here. Well, it was already done here. I'm gonna end voicing over anything tonight. I was planning on maybe editing a brotato today, because I was snowed in today. Oh yeah, I should mention that. We got 18 inches of fucking snow here. Badass. That is exaggerated a little bit to not give an exact location. But we got 18 inches of snow here. I had to shovel. That's probably how I threw out my back. So I had to shovel my driveway, and then I immediately went to the gym. I mean, it was worth it. It was worth it. But, hey. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this. Hope you guys come back for more. If not, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope to see you guys again next time. If not, that's all right. Other than that, I wish upon you guys to never suffer this injury. I actually wish upon you guys to never suffer any injury. I'm going to actually conjure you guys being immortal, so I hope you guys enjoy that. But no, I do genuinely hope you guys never go through any injury I've been through my entire life. I've had it a bit rough, but outside of that, no, positive affirmations as always. It means the fucking world to me that you guys watch my shit. Guys, give me your time, no matter how small, even if you're just clicking to this segment at the end of the video to just listen to my praises. That's fine too. I really can't say anything. I have to express I'm genuinely so fucking thankful for you guys watching what I make, for you guys giving me your time. I will never be able to express it enough. I also want to thank, subscribers, and especially the people who help me. Like, I love my little group that encourages me to, like, more write stories and gives me advice. It means the world to me. Everything you guys do means the world to me. I don't think I'll ever be able to get over how far I've come already. So just thank you guys, as always. It means the fucking world to me, and it always will. Holy shit.